The river is calm on the surface, but beneath the glassy water, danger coils like a spring. Morning mist drapes over the floodplain, and the chorus of awakening birds mixes with the low, distant bellows of territorial giants. A zebra herd cautiously approaches the riverbank, their hooves crunching against the muddy edge. They know the crossing is necessary. Beyond the river lies fresh grazing land, but within its depths, death waits with patient jaws. The Nile crocodile, a silent titan of ambush, has already chosen its target. The herd hesitates, scanning the still water. Nothing moves, no ripples, no splash. But that stillness is a trap. In a single moment of instinct, one zebra breaks the tension and charges in. The rest follow, water churning around their legs as they surge across. For a few seconds, it seems like they might make it. Then the surface explodes. A crocodile launches upward like a torpedo, its massive jaws snapping around the leg of the last zebra in line. The water turns violent, churning with foam and blood. Panic spreads through the herd. Zebras scatter to the far bank, scrambling up the mud in frantic bursts. But one remains trapped, thrashing in terror. The crocodile begins its deadly maneuver, a twisting roll designed to drown and dismember its prey. The zebra cries out, a piercing sound that cuts through the morning air. Across the river, ears swivel. Massive shapes stir. Just downstream, a hippopotamus pod is basking in the shallows. These are not passive creatures. Though plant eaters by nature, hippos are fiercely territorial and notoriously unpredictable. One in particular lifts its head, eyes locking onto the chaos unfolding nearby. The thrashing, the splashing, the encroachment into its watery domain. With a sudden burst of movement, the hippo heaves its enormous body forward, sending a wave rippling across the river. The crocodile is focused, intent on tightening its grip. Its muscular tail propels it in place as the zebra weakens. But then a deep bellow echoes through the air, a sound so guttural and commanding that even apex predators take notice. The hippo charges in, its wide mouth gaping open like a cavern of blunt, crushing power. The water boils as the two titans collide. The crocodile swivels, teeth still locked onto the zebra. But the hippo lunges, ramming the crocodile's flank with astonishing force. The impact sends a reverberation through the water. The croc loosens its grip momentarily, thrown off balance. The zebra seizes the moment, kicking frantically, struggling to stay afloat. But the fight isn't over. The crocodile recovers, whipping around with lightning speed. Its tail slaps against the surface, sending a spray skyward. The hippo is undeterred. It positions itself between the zebra and the predator, like a living wall of muscle and rage. Its massive jaws snap shut just inches from the crocodile's head, creating a thunderous clack. The croc feints and circles, looking for a new angle. But this is not its territory. Anymore, it has intruded on the realm of one of the most dangerous animals in Africa. The zebra, limping and exhausted, tries to paddle toward the bank, but the current drags it sideways. The crocodile lunges again, jaws open wide. At that moment, the hippo surges forward and strikes. Its enormous mouth clamps down on the crocodile's midsection, not to kill but to push. It thrashes violently, shoving the predator deeper into the river. The croc twists, thrashing to break free, but this isn't prey it can dominate. This is an equal, if not superior, force. The clash sends waves crashing against the riverbank. Birds scatter from the trees. The zebra disappears beneath the surface for a heart-stopping second. Then, with one last shove, the hippo drives the crocodile away. The reptile retreats, its armored back slipping silently into deeper water. The battle is over as quickly as it began. The river returns to uneasy calm. The hippo turns, snorting loudly, scanning the surface. A few meters away, the zebra struggles to stand in the shallows, blood staining its striped leg. The herd watches nervously from the opposite bank. With one last burst of energy, the zebra stumbles onto the muddy shore and collapses on its side, breathing hard. The hippo lingers a moment longer. Its ears flick, its nostrils flare. It makes no move to approach the zebra. There's no bond, no gratitude expected. Its job, in its own mind, was simply to defend its stretch of river. Whether it recognizes the zebra as a creature in need, or merely as an intrusion that didn't belong to the crocodile, we'll never know. But in that brief encounter, it became an unlikely savior. Time slows in the middle stretch of the day. The sun climbs higher, pressing its weight onto the floodplain. Heat shimmers above the grasslands, bending the horizon into a wavering mirage. The zebra herd grazes quietly now, restless but calmer, their ears flicking with each whisper of the wind. The wounded one lies among them, sides, heaving as flies gather at the edges of its wounds. The air is heavy with tension, a pause in the relentless cycle of predator and prey. This lull is deceptive. It is a hole in the rhythm of the wild, a breath before the storm resumes. Around them, unseen, life continues with its own fragile balance. Herons stalk fish in the shallows. Dragonflies skim the surface. Antelope edge closer to water, yet retreat at every ripple. Every creature is aware of the predator that waits below, biding its time. Upstream, other crocodiles glide through the current, their yellow eyes scanning for weakness. This river is a constant stage of survival. Every creature has its role. Every decision can mean life or death. The zebra, wounded but alive, limps toward the herd, which encircles it protectively. In the wild, survival often comes down to fractions of seconds and acts of pure instinct. Today, instinct arrived in the form of a colossal, territorial herbivore, with the power to challenge a predator few dare to confront. As the sun climbs higher, the floodplain awakens fully. The danger hasn't vanished, it simply waits for its next opportunity. But somewhere in the reeds, beneath the murky water, a crocodile remembers the hippo's charge. It will hunt again, but perhaps next time it will choose its ground more carefully. And the hippo? It returns to its pod, submerging beneath the water with only eyes and nostrils above the surface, as if nothing happened at all. The river flows on, carrying with it stories of unexpected alliances and sudden clashes, moments when the balance between predator and prey is disrupted by the most unlikely of heroes. The floodplain is a place of danger and wonder. Here, survival depends not only on strength or speed, but also on the unpredictable forces of nature that intervene without warning. A zebra crossed a deadly river and lived not because it was the fastest, nor because it was the strongest, but because a creature built for defense became, for a brief and extraordinary moment, a guardian.